Hello guys, welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we are going to look into exercise 5.1 question 4 bit 12 from chapter 5 called Arithmetic Progression. So let's see what exactly we have in question number 4 bit 12. Now moving to the question. It is given that which of the following are APs? If they form an AP, find the common difference D and write 3 more terms. And the given number sequence is root 2, root 8, root 18 and root 32, so on. So let's see how we can solve this question. Now moving on to solution. Here we need to find out if the below list of number forms an AP. If AP, then we need to find the common difference D and we need to also find the next 3 terms. Guys, the question is very clear. That means it is asking us to find out the whether the given number sequence forms an AP. And if the number sequence forms an AP, then only we are going to find out the next 3 terms. And guys, for doing all these things, we are going to find out the common difference. After finding out the common difference, then only we can decide whether the number sequence is forming an AP or not. Now, given number sequence, root 2, root 8, root 18, root 32. Now putting the number sequence in a tabular form. Guys, I always prefer to put the given number sequence in a tabular form so that it will help us in making our calculations without confusing among the numbers. And here I am creating a 4-column table with 3 rows because we have 4 given numbers. Now naming first term to first cell, second term to second cell, third term to third cell, fourth term to fourth cell. Now putting the first value, that is root 2, under first term, root 8 under second term, root 18 under third term, root 32 under fourth term. Now naming A1 to first term, A2 to second term, A3 to third term, A4 to fourth term. Guys, we are naming A1, A2, A3, A4 respectively so that it will help us to determine the values for each term and it will help us in making our calculations smoothly. Now we are going to find out the common difference D. And as usual, we are moving from the last term towards the first term. So here we are going to find out the common difference between fourth term and third term, that is A4 minus A3. So that is equal to root 32 minus root 18. And that is equal to root 32, like after solving we are getting like root 32 is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 minus root 18, which is like 2 into 3 into 3. So that is equal to 4 root 2 minus 3 root 2. That is equal to root 2, taking root 2 as a common, and in bracket we are getting 4 minus 3, and after solving that we are getting root 2 into 1, which is nothing but root 2. Now moving for the difference of third term and second term, that is A3 minus A2, we are getting root 18 minus root 8. So that is equal to root 2 into 3 into 3 minus root 2 into 2 into 2, or that is equal to 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2. Or that is equal to, now taking root 2 as a common, 3 minus 2. So that is equal to root 2 into 1, that is equal to root 2. Or simply we can say root 3 root 2 minus 2 root 2 is nothing but root 2. Now moving to for the difference of second term and first term, that is A2 minus A1. And that is equal to, we can say root 8 minus root 2. That is equal to root 2 into 2 into 2 minus root 2. So that is equal to 2 root 2 minus root 2. That is equal to root 2. Therefore, as the common difference D is equal to root 2 among the consecutive numbers, hence this list forms an AP. Guys, we could see that we are getting a common difference of root 2 in each case among the consecutive numbers. Therefore, we very well know if we get a common difference, so it forms an AP. As the number sequence is an AP, so we need to calculate the next 3 terms. In order to get the next term, we need to add the common difference to the current term. By this time, we very well know that if we add the common difference to the current term, we will be getting the next term. That's what we are going to do now. So A5 is equal to A4 plus AD. And we very well know that A4 is 32, root 32 and D is root 2. So that is equal to 4 root 2 plus root 2. That is equal to 5. That is equal to root 2, 4 plus 1. Because taking root 2 as a common, and we are getting root 2 5, or directly we can say 4 root 2 plus root 2 is equal to 5 root 2, and 5 root 2 would have been our answer. But as per just matching this answer to the given answer of the book, what we can do is that we can break this 5 as root 5 into root 5. So we are getting like root 2 into root 5 into root 5, which is nothing but root 50. Similarly, moving to A6. A6 is equal to A5 plus D. A5 is 5 root 2 and D is root 2. So now we are getting 5 root 2 plus root 2 is nothing but 6 root 2. But to match the answer with that of our book, we are writing like 6 is nothing but root 6 into root 6. So that means 6 root 2 is equal to root 2 into root 6 into root 6, that is equal to root 72. Now A7 is equal to A6 plus D, that is equal to 6 root 2 plus root 2. 6 root 2 A6 we got the value as 6 root 2. For that reason I am putting 6 root 2, and we know that D is root 2. So we are considering these two values, 6 root 2 plus root 2. So that is equal to 7 root 2. And to match the answer with the question, we are breaking 7 as root 7 into root 7. So we are simply writing root 2 into root 7 is equal to root 98. Therefore, the next three terms are root 50, root 72 and root 98. Guys, though it looks a little bit confusing, but the answer is pretty clear, because by this time we know how to solve equations with roots. So if you still have any questions or concerns, kindly let me know so that I can help you in understanding this, how to solve values having roots. And hope if you like my videos, kindly subscribe and let your friends know. Thank you. Bye.